Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. Now, weed is a part of their faith.
Yeah.
Rastafarianism. You know, because it's the herb that is given to us by God to get us high.
Herb.
You know? But the thing is, when you look into weed, there's some negatives and positives. But I'm not going to go into weed anyway, so I'm just going to leave that. That's another time because the positives I know of, the negatives I know of, and I just really wanted to get into that because that's the only drug that the human brain has the synapses, receptors. Yeah? So it's like it's got custom-made receptors to take in the THC of the weed. Do you know that?
No. Are you going to cite where you got this from?
Well, it raises your serotonin levels, doesn't it?
Serotonin.
Which is you're happy.
Yeah, but so does chili kind of does that as well. But no, from the health benefits of it. But where you got other drugs like cocaine and heroin and shit like that, our bodies don't have those receptors for it. That they're different shape. They don't fit in to our
ayahuasca.
Who?
Ayahuasca.
What's that?
You not heard of ayahuasca? It's like a South American kind of weed, and it makes you hallucinate. It's probably like similar to like what they used to smoke in the Native Americans.
Peace pipe.
Yeah. But it's really strong. Everyone like sees stuff.
See, I've never heard of that. I've heard of that what's that in America at the moment? It's just fucking up everybody.
No, this is ancient. This is like back like when we. This is like Native Americans would have been smoking a pipe.
Well, that's the one.
It's a native plant. It's like, but it grows. I know it's definitely South American.
Is that the one that you'll end up finding your bear spirit or something like that?
I'm pretty sure it might be that.
Oh, yeah. That's the one they smoked in the film.
It's kind of like you'd have a DMT trippy.
Peace pipe.
Yeah, the peace pipe. Poltergeist 3, I think it was. Where
where
the dad. He went, some Native American, he's quite a famous actor, he took him to find his, and they smoked that.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure it would be like that.
Well, that's what it is.
And then you'd be like, oh.
The weed, it's like, the funny thing is, like, the brain, the receptors is designed to accept it with no fight, no issue, you know? Whereas all the other drugs are not very good for you, you know?
Well, no one's ever died of it, have they?
No one's ever died of weed. They've had, the problem is what they're splicing it with nowadays, you know, and the genetic modification of weed, where more and more kids are becoming schizophrenic and paranoid. And
that's the same with most, though, isn't it? Even cocaine. It's not just the cocaine plant. The shit they're putting in there is ridiculous. Have you seen that?
What, cocaine?
Yeah, I saw a documentary from like Ross Kemp, and he went over to like Colombia.
Oh, I watched that. Yeah.
And it's like this guy, he's living in the middle of like the fields, and he has to go and like it's really remote, so the army doesn't find it, and he gets it, and then you see he gets like he scrapes the plants down, and he gets this tiny little white paste. Then he mixes it with like this tarry, like, you know, chemicals with like skull and crossbones. If in England it'd be like out the cleaner cupboard, you know, like rat poison and stuff like that. There's like he's got like a tiny little bit of this goo, which is the actual cocaine plant. Because they used to just chew it, didn't they, when they're working on the fields? That would keep them mentally alert. And then it's like that, and then they thicken it out, and then they put all this chemical shit in it. And then that's before he gets paid tuppence for that, so he can feed his family for a week, and he's got to keep doing that. Then he gets shipped off to the drug lords. Then they probably cut it again, thicken it with some other shit, ship it off to wherever. They probably split it again. Gets down to the dealer, he splits it. By the time you're getting like a tiny percentage of the actual thing, aren't you? And it's filled with all these shitty chemicals. That's what's fucking you up more than the actual thing.
Exactly. But the thing is, in its pure form of the leaf, I think they also use it in high altitudes. They chew on the leaf to thin the blood or something.
Keep you ticking over, right?
Yeah.
I'd imagine so. Yeah.
So I mean, there's other. See, look, this is the thing. When it's certain drugs, they had their uses. but that use has been abused throughout the centuries or millennia. It's simple, everything. If someone can make money out of something, they're going to do it. But like I said, with weed, the most of innocent is no longer. I mean, these grades of graded weed and skunk, the different variants of it and stuff, and the potencies of it, and what it's been cut with or genetically grown with. I can see why it's giving people fucking paranoia and schizophrenia.
Yeah, I was watching another. Like, if you watch Vice on YouTube, all of these kind of documentaries come up. And there was one, and it was like a German drug dealer, and he's really young, and it was always cannabis, and he's like, man, the kids these days, they don't want the normal stuff, the good stuff. I'll be like, this is good stuff. And they're like, no, they don't want that. They want the heavy stuff, which is laced with this other stuff, because it gives them more of a high. But it's worse for them. And do you know what I mean? So the higher you get, as in, like, what these chemicals do to your brain, the more addictive and the more you need it to get that super. So if you get a regular, nice, it's not cutting it anymore, and they want this more damaging stuff, so it's only going to be worse it's just an endless cycle. It's not good.
They've tamed it down in Amsterdam, haven't they, apparently? Tamed it right down in Amsterdam, where if you went to Amsterdam 10 years ago, like, you could get all different strains of weed, from like mild to the strong stuff. And now they've tamed it right down. Your choice is a couple. And they've taken the super skunk away. You know what I mean? They brought it right down. Good.
Because, like, with this, it's like, I knew a heroin addict. And I tend to find people that are addicted to something, they come off of that drug with the help of some medication or whatever, but they also smoke weed as a substitute, and that's, as long as they're not taking other stuff as substitutes, do you know what I mean? But they tend to come down from class A to class C.
Well,
J
Mifo, who's that? You know that? Mifo J? MIFO J.
Justin, is that you, bro? I think that's Justin.
I believe there are no negatives with weed. Hey, George, Soz. Justin, it is Justin, okay.
Hi, Justin, you're right, brother.
Weeds that give
Smash that like, guys, smash that like.
Mental health, we give ourselves the issue, so it's not the weed. Yeah, well, I'm that similar opinion. If you've got troubles on you, going on in your head, if you smoke weed, it's just gonna come out, right?
Exacerbate it.
Yeah, exactly.
But that's just look, with weed, it can put you in a deep thought trance, and you're thinking all the negatives, and so that's paranoia.
Yeah, if you're worried about loads of impending stuff, you do that, it can flip you into like, I'm really worried now. I'm worried about the lamppost outside, rather than I'm worried about the world outside in general. Now it's like immediate things, they're all coming to get me kind of thing. If you're getting that, if you're thinking that anyway, but you're keeping a lid on it, but it's making you stressed out and stuff, now it's like, relax the bits that are fighting it, but now you're like mega paranoid.
But this is the balance of CBD and THC. Yeah? So, like, skunk, because it's genetically grown, it doesn't turn off the not the receptors, I can't remember what it's called, the synapses. It doesn't turn it off to allow your brain to shut off. Whereas the other types of weed, like the basic weeds, like your red string, gold string, green string, those kind of variants, they actually allow the brain to switch off and just allow the body to relax, and just like, yeah, man, peace, whatever. You're not even thinking about troubles. But the other one, that doesn't switch off the synapse. I think it's the synapses. It doesn't turn off the synapses and allows thought to continuously go. And then that's when you're thinking about it. You get me, Justin? That's what I'm trying to say. So these kind of drugs, they're not good for you. So when you start going into that skunk variety and, them comatose type ones, they're not just comatosing you, they're comatosing you with the sense of paranoia. And you're not actually relaxing, and your mind is running 100 to, 1,000 to 1 or whatever it is.
Yeah, he said weed amplifies your thoughts and feelings, control your TH.
Exactly. So your THC levels is the get high drug, where the CBD is the chill out part. You know, that's why when they sell CBD oils, there's no THC in it, but it allows you to relax. You know, and the health benefits and so on. But man, we spent all this time talking about weed. Didn't really want to speak about weed. I haven't got it down in the notes, but it came round. But does anyone remember what we was talking about that got us on? Apart from the Rastas,
we
were talking about religions.
We were talking about the opening ceremony.
Yeah.
Religions,
I mean, the opening. There's nothing else I can really say at this stage about the opening ceremony and the link to trans community, the way they've portrayed it. They're blatantly linking it because you got all the trans doing the dancing, the mocking, you know. So anyway, we'll leave it at that. I excuse me. I want to go on to this week. It just come out of the blue. I was like, fuck yeah, and it's regarding Disney and Tinkerbell. Remember Tinkerbell?
Yeah.
Tinkerbell,
yeah.
Tinkerbell.
Now,
little pixie dust.
That's it.
Yeah.
Well done. And what did she do with that pixie dust? What did she?
You sprinkle on you and you can fly to Neverland.
Peter Pan fly.
But what did she do with it? You know, it was at the beginning of every Disney movie. She was the one who was.
Oh, she flies around and don't you put a wand on it?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm generalising.
Yeah,
this was like a 90s
but you remember.
thing.
Yeah, but you remember.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun,
Yeah,
dun,
ding. And then she zooms in the Disney or whatever it is, that D or whatever, and flies back to the car or goes up. And apparently that's not happened.
Well, it's never happened.
It's never happened.
That's bullshit, mate. Because I just told you
Exactly. And I remember it exactly that. This lady come out on TikTok.
Oh, God.
And she said, apparently this never happened. And she explained it. And I'm like, no, it did. Like, and
I'm pretty sure I've got a video tape, VHS, with it on.
But it's somewhere. They're saying it's another Mandela effect. And Disney are denying that ever happened. This is what we're talking about, parallel universes.
Has anybody got a VHS player? Because
I've got a VHS player.
I'll try and find. I don't know if I can find it, but it's like definitely on like a Fantasia or a Peter Pan. Mate, that must be on there big time.
I remember 100% when the lady described it. What happens at the beginning of every Disney movie, I mean animation, whatever it may be, how Tinkerbell, she comes flying from the back, does a little whizzing around kind of thing, drops on the eye, hits it, and she dots the eye with the sparkle thing. And then she flies up, and but that never happened.
Well, we've all seen it, so
exactly. But this is supposedly another Mandela effect.
Guys, look on group chat and listen. I've sent you a picture of someone planning on.
Who's that?
Video. That's Rob.
Rob, I can't make my phone. Try and send it to someone independently because the phone is the camera. Let's have a look. What's he sent? Is it the Disney stuff, Rob? What's he sent? Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, we're in suspense here.
Oh, yeah.
What's that?
It's a TikTok for Disney.
Oh, right, okay.
So, that never happened. Do you remember it the way I've just described it?
Yeah, 100%. I've seen it a million times. Every Disney film. There she was with a little green outfit on that flew around and went bing with the music.
Was it green? No, it wasn't green. It was white. It was transparent. It was like a white,
like a silvery
ballet
thing.
Yeah, white
like
silvery thing. Yeah. You know, no, green is when she was in Peter Pan.
Yeah, Peter Pan. Yeah, that's right.
It's I can't load it because it's on the actual app. But I think it's a TikTok thing of Tinkerbell, and so I've got these VHSs from my nan or something like that.
All right. Well, we'll check that out.
Some.
You're trying to watch the actual. Watch it.
But I don't have TikTok. I can't fucking.
All right. Well, Lisa, you got TikTok?
Yeah.
Okay. Do that. We've got. I'll tell you what. Save that. We're coming back because we're coming to the end of this segment already, and I can't believe I haven't even discussed half the crap I've wanted to discuss.
She's got a VHS out.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be right back after this. You might get an advert. You might not.